Welcome, everyone. In today's session, we're diving deep into an important, yet often overlooked, part of the Indian Constitution, Part 10. This video is designed to give you a clear and comprehensive understanding of the provisions related to the scheduled and tribal areas. We'll break down the key articles and explain why this topic is so crucial for your competitive exams. By the end of this video, you'll have a solid grasp of Part 10 and be well prepared for any questions that come your way. So, let's get started. Part 10 of our Constitution is dedicated to the administration of scheduled areas and tribal areas. It has a vital section that ensures the protection and welfare of some of our country's most vulnerable communities. The entire framework of Part 10 revolves around two primary articles, Article 244 and Article 244A. Understanding these two articles is the key to mastering this part of the syllabus. We'll examine each one in detail, starting with Article 244. Let's focus on Article 244. This article is the cornerstone for the administration of scheduled and tribal areas. It acts as a gateway, linking us to two very important schedules of the Constitution, the 5th Schedule and the 6th Schedule. So, Article 244 essentially says that the provisions of the 5th Schedule will apply to the administration of scheduled areas in any state, except for a few states in the Northeast. For those northeastern states, the provisions of the 6th Schedule will apply. It's a simple but crucial distinction to remember. Now, let's unpack the 5th Schedule. This schedule applies to the administration and control of scheduled areas and scheduled tribes in states other than Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram. A key power under this schedule rests with the President of India. The President has the authority to declare any area as a scheduled area. This power is significant because it triggers a special administrative framework for that region. The President can also, after consulting with the governor of the concerned state, increase or decrease the size of a scheduled area, alter its boundaries, or even rescind its designation. This flexibility allows the government to adapt to changing demographic and developmental needs. Within these scheduled areas, the governor of the state holds special executive powers. These powers are designed to protect the interests of the scheduled tribes. The governor can direct that any particular act of parliament or the state legislature does not apply to a scheduled area or applies with certain modifications. This is a powerful tool to prevent the exploitation of tribal communities and to ensure that laws are sensitive to their unique customs and needs. For instance, the governor can make regulations to prohibit or restrict the transfer of land by or among members of the scheduled tribes and regulate the business of money lending to them. To support the governor, the 5th Schedule mandates the establishment of a Tribes Advisory Council, OTAG, in each state having scheduled areas. The President can also direct the formation of a TAC in any state that has scheduled tribes, but not scheduled areas, if it's deemed necessary. This council plays a crucial advisory role. Its primary job is to advise the governor on matters related to the welfare and advancement of the scheduled tribes in the state. The composition of the TAC is also specified. It consists of not more than 20 members, and about 3/4 of them must be representatives of the scheduled tribes in the state legislative assembly. Why are these protections so important? They're fundamentally about social justice and preserving cultural diversity. The provisions are designed to prevent the exploitation of tribal communities, particularly concerning their land, which is central to their identity and livelihood. By regulating land transfers and money lending, the Constitution aims to stop non-tribals from taking over tribal lands through unfair means. Furthermore, these special administrative measures help in preserving the unique customs, traditions, and cultural heritage of the tribal communities, ensuring they are not eroded by mainstream laws and practices. Now, let's shift our focus to the Northeast and talk about the 6th Schedule. This schedule deals with the administration of tribal areas in the states of Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, and Mizoram. The approach here is different from the 5th Schedule. It provides for a greater degree of autonomy for the tribal communities in these regions. The core feature of the 6th Schedule is the creation of autonomous district councils, or ADCs, and in some cases, autonomous regional councils. These councils are not just advisory bodies. They are mini-governments with legislative, executive, and judicial powers. These autonomous district councils have the power to make laws on a wide range of subjects. This includes critical areas like land management, forest management, except reserved forests, the use of canals or water courses for agriculture, and the regulation of shifting cultivation. They can also legislate on matters of village or town administration, inheritance of property, marriage, divorce, and social customs. To enforce these laws, the councils can establish their own village courts or local courts for hearing trials and cases between members of scheduled tribes. They can also manage primary schools, dispensaries, markets, and ferries, and even collect certain taxes, like land revenue and taxes on professions. However, the powers of these councils are not absolute. Any law made by an autonomous district council needs the assent of the governor to become effective. The governor also has the power to appoint a commission to examine and report on the administration of these autonomous districts, and can even dissolve a council on the recommendation of such a commission. This provides a system of checks and balances, ensuring that the councils function in the best interests of the people and in harmony with the state's administration. Next, we have the unique provision under Article 244A. This article was added to the Constitution later and gives Parliament the power to form an autonomous state within the state of Assam. This autonomous state can comprise certain tribal areas specified in the 6th Schedule. What makes this special is that Parliament can create a local legislature or a council of ministers, or both, for this autonomous state. This provision allows for a higher degree of political and administrative autonomy, going a step beyond the autonomous district councils to meet the aspirations of certain tribal groups in Assam. So, why is all this information critical for your Public Service Commission exams? Questions on Part 10 are very common, especially in the prelims. Examiners frequently test your knowledge of the differences between the 5th and 6th schedules. You might be asked which states are covered under the 6th schedule, or about the specific powers of the governor under the 5th schedule. Questions also often target the composition and functions of the tribe's advisory council and the autonomous district councils. Therefore, it's essential to have these details at your fingertips. To prepare effectively, make sure you memorize the key article numbers, especially Article 244 and Article 244A. Clearly understand which schedule applies to which parts of the country. Differentiating the powers of the governor under the 5th schedule from the powers of the autonomous district councils under the 6th schedule is also a common area for questions. Creating a simple comparison table can be a great revision tool. Let's do a quick summary to reinforce what we've learned. Part 10 of the Constitution is designed to protect the rights and promote the development of tribal communities in India. It does this through 2 main mechanisms: the 5th schedule for most of the country and the 6th schedule for specific states in the Northeast. The goal is to provide a special administrative framework that is sensitive to their unique cultural and social needs, protects them from exploitation, and gives them a degree of self-governance. The key articles to remember are Article 244, which links to the schedules, and Article 244A, which allows for an autonomous state in Assam. Make sure you review these points carefully before your exam. A solid understanding of Part 10 will not only fetch your marks but also give you a deeper appreciation of the constitutional safeguards for India's diverse population. Thank you for watching this detailed explanation of Part 10. I hope you found it helpful and clear. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Remember to revise regularly, and all the very best for your upcoming exams. Good luck.